I want to explain to you how to sell online tickets. And so here are the steps I want you to really think about. So if you are thinking about selling online tickets, the first thing you need to do is to create your online ticket form. That's really important because this is really going to determine how successful your online sales your online ticket sales will be. So before promoting your events online, you first need to design the ticket, right? And we're talking about designing the ticket not only in terms of a picture to put on it, but also how to actually brand the ticket. Because if you are thinking about selling tickets online as a business, then you got to think about brand. So you can actually, it's better to go through a professional platform such as Canva, for instance, or you can just go for another marketing collateral platform to kind of help you out. So long story short, you got to have an eye-catching ticket, and it's all about having the branding. It's all about also knowing your target audience pretty well. Okay, so if you're selling tickets to young adults, your branding will be different, the design will be different. If you are selling tickets to, let's say, seniors, right, it's all about really making sure there is a fit between the design that you have and your target audience. So it has to be, you want to have a clear layout, you want to have the events information. If ticket holders cannot see the time, date, and location of the event at a glance, you need to go back to the drawing board. The drawing board. It's all about transparency. It's all about efficiency, and it's all about immediacy. That's very important. Okay, there are plenty of online design tools you can use to create your masterpiece, or you can save yourself the hard work and use a template instead. So you have a lot of possibilities there. I mean, beyond Canva, you have other possibilities. You also have tools such as Jotform to kind of help you out. Jotform, for instance, has a suite of ticket templates you can customize for your event, and you can even personalize them with collected registration data to create a beautiful, engaging attending experience. Again, going back to what I said a little earlier, everything has to tie back to your audience, the events, and the geography that you're really focusing on. So chronology, geography, and your target audience. So that's the demographics. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. So the next thing you want to do is you want to launch an event registration page. So when we talk about selling online tickets, it's not just about having a good branding, having impeccable and eye-catching branding. You got to have an event registration page, and it's one of those things where you want to create a web page where guests can register for the event and buy a ticket. And this could be a landing page, it can be a regular page, it can be a web page, whatever it is. Okay, and you have you have a lot of players that offer tools to kind of help you out. There are even tools that allow you to have a one-page website. Okay, and ideally this will be on your website, but a third-party provider can host it if needed. So on the event registration page, which typically doubles as the event's sales page, make sure you promote the event with bold colors, live countdowns, and interactive messaging, as well as collect registration data, right? It's all about having a landing page. You want to use your event registration page to gather relevant information about your potential guests, for instance. And when I'm talking about potential guests, I'm not just talking about all kinds of information. You want to be specific. You want to be relevant. So you want to have their names, how many are attending. So here we are speaking about the count number. I mean the guest count, and you want to have their contact information. And contact information is not just for this event; it can be for other events as well. So it's always a great idea to include an outbound link to your cancellation policy on your registration page. So this added touch reassures consumers that they're covered if something comes up and you have to cancel the event. That said, you don't have to go overboard with your event registration page. The simpler your design, the better, so as not to distract guests with irrelevant information. Remember, I said relevance is really important. So by giving potential registrants only the information they need, they'll be able to focus all their attention on the event itself and ideally increase their chances of attending. That's what you want anyway. Remember that you have the ability to actually have templates or design things yourself. Totally possible. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to sell online tickets. The third thing you want to do is actually set up and integrate online payment capability. So, I mean, if you have an online ticket form, a wonderful event registration page, but you don't have the possibility whereby you are setting up and integrating online payment capabilities, you cannot collect payment information and you cannot get your cash. So you need to integrate at least one online payment method into your event registration page or a company website. And again, when I'm talking about event registration page, I want to insist on the fact that you can have a landing page, not a problem. That works also. And so many event attendees will actually expect to be able to purchase their tickets online. After all, you should be able to learn about an event, register for it, and buy tickets for it all in one place. And that's what a landing page or an event page is really for. And accepted online payments can also help you sell more tickets. And in addition, online payment processing capabilities are less expensive, wasteful, and time consuming than printing and selling physical tickets. So that's totally possible here. And one thing I want to say is that for optimal online ticket sales, you want to offer attendees a wide range of payment options while keeping fees at a minimum. I mean, I understand you might want to have like a multiple payment gateways, but do those payment gateways really offer discounted prices, like good prices in terms of the fees? So that's really what you have to think. So you can use event management software such as Eventbrite, or you can have a Jotform, for instance. They usually offer a limited number of payment options, and they charge a fee for every ticket you sell. So you have to see what really works for you. Okay, there are a lot of trusted payment gateways that allow you to really save money in the end. So that's really important. But the bottom line here is that, going back to what I said earlier, everything depends on your the three criteria I mentioned earlier: the geography, the demographics, most importantly, the chronology. So the timing is important. So, and also your target audience. Next, you want to promote your event online and in person. I mean, when we talk about selling online tickets, of course, you want everything to happen online. But hey, listen, in this world, you want folks to attend your event. It's all about making sure that you increase your chances of having a higher turnaround. I mean, a higher not turnaround, but turnout. So no matter how stunning your ticket design is, or the number of online payment gateways you offer, you can't sell ticket if no one knows about your event. That means it's time to find fun, creative ways to market your event. And the thing is that when we talk about marketing your events, I mean, the sky is the limit, literally. The sky is the limit. Don't be afraid, don't be shy, don't be, no, you got to try all avenues that really connect with your target audience. If you have your own audience, whether in the form of an email list, social media following, or church congregation, for instance, make sure to promote your event to them early and often, right? It's all about making sure that you are keeping the event fresh and active in their mind. So advertising in local newspapers, trade magazines, flyers, and niche blogs can also help spread the word about your event and drive traffic to your registration page, right? Now, one thing for sure, to not actually, when people actually sign up to the event, you want them to pay. That's how you can confirm attendance, okay? And don't forget to ask everyone involved with the event, like event speakers, panelists, and fellow colleagues, to promote the event as well. The more people talk about it, the more they support it, the more you'll be able to expand your reach. And that's what you need anyway. I mean, when we talk about selling tickets online, of course, you can use the traditional online conduits like social media or PPC, like having ads via Google or Facebook. But you want to be in a situation where you're constantly trying to make sure that you are connecting with your target audience, and that's going to expand your reach in the end. And that's what you need anyway. So I want you to remember the three things that I talked about a little earlier, right? Chronology, geography, and also demographics. That's very important, really, really important. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to sell online tickets. The next thing you want to do here is to actually have a form that allows you to like you can have a an automatic form to have your to sell your ticket. So we're talking about in terms of having templates, or you can have a Canva to sort of allow you to do the same thing over and over and over. So when we talk about selling online tickets, it's not just about having a one-time thing. You can have a system that allows you to replicate things over and over and over. So you can use store builders. You have a tool such as Jotform Store Builders that allows you to really do a lot of things. You also have Canva. You have, I mean, you can use a landing page also. So the tools are really plenty. Okay, it's one of those things where you want to implement everything you actually everything that allows you to automate the whole process. I mean, success goes through automation. Success comes with automation. So I'm talking about creating online store templates, online ticket sales. I mean, online sales tickets. You want to also talk about online payments, and you want to have everything in one centralized location. And so it's really what you want to have. And what we have seen is that you have a lot of players that allow you to have this sort of fully customizable, intuitive, and completely code-free sort of platform. And it has to be code-free. I mean, the last thing you want to have is to start a PhD in computer science just to be able to design an event registration page. You want everything to be customized. You want everything to be drag and drop. You want everything to actually allow you to get things done a lot faster. So you can track and manage all aspects of your events, including what the tickets look like and how many tickets have been sold. And you can even use a store builder to add QR codes to your event flyers for additional ticket sales, right? It's all about, again, you want to expand the number of avenues for revenue. So that's really good. So when we talk about QR codes, for instance, with one scan, prospective event attendees will be directed to your event site to learn more about the event and purchase tickets with ease. So that's really good in terms of, again, increasing potential revenue. And again, what Jotform Store Builder does, you have other players that do the same thing. You have Constant Contact, MailChimp, your regular email service providers. You have your regular landing page providers. They all can really help here. So that's really, really good. Let me give you a few pro tips that can really help you get things done a lot faster. So when we talk about selling tickets online, it's all about having possibility. It's all about the potential for more revenue, right? And it's one of those things where you can actually you can sell tickets online for free events or paid events. It's all about making sure that you are able to direct your marketing strategy. For instance, if you have free events, you basically can have you can direct the attendees to something else later on. In other words, you got to have a plan to monetize your traffic. So it's really important to have the right platform that allows you to have everything. So we're talking about instant cash flow. In other words, you can see your cash right away. So when people buy tickets, you have your cash right away. Not tomorrow, not 3 days from now. You get your cash right away. And you're talking about a platform that's scalable. So when we talk about selling tickets online, you want a platform that allows you to sell tickets. I mean, that allows you to sell 1,000 tickets or 1 million. It's really important to have that scalability, okay? And so you also want to have all the features that a normal events registration page allow you to have. I'm talking about customizability. I'm talking about efficiency. I mean, customizability is really important because you want to have customizable event pages. So drag and drop. I said this before. Drag and drop tools, customizable templates, and multimedia support enable you to create event pages that are not just informative but truly capture your brand ethos. That's what you want. And in terms of event creation and ticketing tools, you want to have everything in one place. So that's really important in terms of flexibility. You also want to have multiple ticket types, especially if you are targeting multiple demographics at the same time. And so you are able to easily set up early bird rates, group packages, VIP access, and more. So you are able to maximize attendance and satisfaction. So bottom line is you want to have a tool that allows you to have embedded checkout. You gotta have embedded checkout. You do not want to have to another platform to get your cash. You want to have schedule payouts, and you want to be able to categorize if needed. You want to go for when it comes to selling your tickets online. You want to be able to be you want to have transparency in terms of their pricing. The thing is that some platforms will charge you based on the ticket sales, like the overall ticket sales. Some platforms will charge you on a flat basis. It's always important to really double check everything before you start anything. So it's one of those things where when you start an event, depending on your attendance potential, you want to go for the pro account. Now the pro account, they're charging you on a monthly basis or on an annual basis. So you better have a bevy of tickets or events that are in the pipeline. Otherwise, just go for a one-time event, one-time fee, if you will. So that's really good. Or you can just contact the platform and ask for customized rates. I mean, bespoke rates could be available available for your event, depending on the how you categorize the event. Okay, so long story short, we're talking about having an all-in-one platform tailored for in-person events, hybrid or virtual events. I mean, during COVID, a lot of platforms were selling virtual events. People are still paying anyway, though. I mean, tennis was still paying this, so that's really good. You have unique customization with custom domains, totally good in terms of search engine optimization. You want to have secure ticketing for Zoom, Teams, and other third-party platforms. You want to have a robust set of event management and registration tools. You want to have immediate fund transfers with every sale through Stripe. And I mean, if you are a PayPal merchant, you want to see if the platform allows you to have things through PayPal. And you also want to think about a comprehensive control, set for both face value and the booking fee. And you also want to get, a lot of event sellers, they forget about integrations. You want to have a wide range of integrations, including MailChimp for newsletters and email blast. Because the whole thing is that if you are in the business of selling event tickets and you don't have the right integrations, you are kind of limited. And so that's why you want to have integrations to the most important tools for you. I mean, maybe it's MailChimp, maybe it's Aweber, it's maybe Bravo. It's another tool. It can be a tool that allows you to have a landing page. It doesn't have to be email marketing necessarily. It can be a landing page builder. It can be something that it can be a website such as Wix, a website builder such as Wix. The bottom line here is that you want to really have the right configuration for your business and or event. That way you can have a scalable event. You can have an event that can be replicable. That's what you want. You do not this is what scalability should really be in conjunction with automation. That's how you are going to make money selling events online, selling event tickets online over time. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let me do a quick recap of today's conversation. So I was just talking to you about how to sell online tickets. So I gave you the steps. Now I give you the pro tips. And finally now, the recap. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.